Shabbat Shalom. Last Shabbat, which was also Simchat Torah, the holiday of the joy of Torah, and Shmini Atzeret, the end of Sukkot in the land of Israel, Hamas and the Islamic Jihad have taken the Israeli army and the state of Israel by surprise. Hamas is a terror organization that controls Gaza with one goal, one aim, to kill all Israelis and to destroy the Jewish state of Israel. Unfortunately, they succeeded beyond any imagination. They have succeeded in murdering more than 700 people, mostly civilians, women, children, elderly, and the number is supposed to go up way higher. They have created crimes against humanity. They have desecrated bodies. They burned people inside their homes and many more atrocities. They murdered 260 youth kids that were celebrating outside in a nature party, and they have managed to wound more than 3,000 Israelis, many of them battling their lives as I'm talking now. They have kidnapped about 150 hostages. Their whereabouts is unknown to Israel yet. This past Shabbat, was probably the worst day in the history of the state of Israel. This is a very bad time for the people of Israel. Unlike the War of Independence and Yom Kippur War, there is no existential threat to Israel. Eventually, we will prevail. We will win this war. Having said that, never in the history of the 75 years of Israel, with all the wars, with all the terror, so many people were murdered in one day. So many people were killed in one day. If you compare the size of Israel to the size of the United States, it's like a terror organization managing to kill more than 25,000 Americans in one day. We can just imagine how America would have reacted. At the end, as I said, we will win and we will prevail. It might take 3 days, it might take 3 weeks, it might take 3 months. I don't know, but we will win. And we will look back at this moment with huge sadness, but also with hope, knowing that light overcame darkness, that good and right overcame evil and inhumanity. The strength of Israeli society is huge, especially Israeli civilians, and that is why Israel will prevail. Our culture, our religion, our humanity, the way we understand, as it is written in this week's Torah portion, what it means to be created in the image of God is the essence of who we are. We are facing an enemy that even describing those vicious, despicable, murderous terrorists as human beings is an insult. And at the end, light and justice will prevail. One thing is certain, Israel can no longer survive side by side the Hamas, side by side a terror state controlled by a terror organization. Israel has made a huge mistake to allow Hamas to control Gaza since 2005 when Israel evacuated Gaza. The process of bringing down Hamas, of uprooting Hamas, is going to be long and it's going to be messy. Public opinion is right now with Israel. Everyone supports us. But when this process will continue, our friends, especially our progressive friends, are going to be against the state of Israel and are going to attack what the Israeli Defense Army will do, and probably also the Jewish community that hopefully will stand with Israel. I'm ashamed to say that I already received such reactions from some of our members. The real test for standing with Israel is not today, when the entire world is shocked and overwhelmed from the horrible tragedy that happened to the people of Israel and to the state of Israel. Hamas, as a horrible terrorist organization, hides behind civilians as human shields. They have headquarters and they have fighters in the basements of hospitals and mosques, and they are hiding in the most dense populated place in the world using civilians as human shields. The human tragedy for innocent Palestinians might be horrible in the process of uprooting Hamas. The state of Israel doesn't have a choice. No country can tolerate such a situation, and we will have to stand strong supporting Israel. We'll always remember our national anthem is a tikva, the hope. We should remain hopeful, and we will prevail. Shabbat Shalom.